My 8th grade year was specifically interesting in that towards the second semester of my 8th grade year, my best friend died in a tragic accident. And then a few months later was COVID. And so I came into Pacifica with a loose hold on what was real and what was constant. And I was discouraged and just unsettled. I was a part of the tennis team all 4 years, and my freshman year was the team's first year of existence. We got to start a bunch of new and fun traditions. And so when we got to our junior year, we had 2 seniors who'd been a big part of the team in its formation. And we were trying to figure out a way to celebrate them that also brought the team together to start a new tradition. And so we decided to make them dinner. We split up tasks. Some people made a beautiful menu. One girl made flower arrangements, and we set them this beautiful table. We had some guys that we were friends with who had a band come and play live music for these 2 girls and made them a 3-course meal. And it was such a fun balance of celebrating those 2 seniors, but also being together. And then my senior year, last year, the underclassmen of the team surprised us and had a picnic dinner for us that was similar and had one of their friends playing acoustic guitar in the background. It was such a beautiful moment of community, being able to create something good that continued on past us. We were reading Dante's Paradise, and it was a tale of heaven. And we were discussing what about heaven is, first of all, so good and also so hard for us to fathom. And our teacher, Reverend Butler, suggested that maybe the quality of heaven that made it so unique was that it was the ultimate thing that was the most real and more real than anything we could ever experience. And I never thought about realness as a spectrum of things where something could be less real or more real. I was more thinking things were real or not real. It was imaginary or it was real. There was something larger, it felt, at hand than just making dinner or just talking about a book or just adding numbers together. And it felt like we were tapping into something bigger and truer and almost something constant that would remain. Coming into Pacifica, I also had a very strong need to achieve. The minute I got one achievement, got the grade on the test I wanted, played this way in a certain tennis match, there would immediately be a next achievement and a next step towards what I needed to achieve to feel like I was doing enough. And it's an exhausting way to try to go through high school. There's more to life than just getting the next best thing, and that there's something more important and deeper and more constant than the always changing goals I could have. Through Pacifica, I learned that goodness and truth is worth the effort. Thinking about that discussion that we talked about, having heard those ideas about heaven and paradise in Dante's works, the more effort I put into understanding the book and understanding reality, the more I could actually understand, the more I got out of it. And same thing with the tennis dinner, is that part of what was so exceptional about it was the amount of work we put into making it beautiful. And now with this new mindset, when I evaluate things in my life, I think, is this something that lasts? Are these people who are looking for a life that has meaning, or are these people just looking for the next thing? And a lot of it is people, and having the opportunity to go to a smaller school where I get to talk to so many people who seem so different than me, but we end up having so much in common, has showed me that there's something that people have when they are also looking for this kind of life with meaning and with realness. And there's things that organizations have and schools have that are the most important things to find. That's something I'm going to try to do wherever I go next, is invest in community and also try to bring this understanding. Because it was my teachers and friends at Pacifica that showed it to me and invited me into that, and I would hope to do the same for others.